everybody, and welcome to another episode of Eat My Pasta. We've got a really nice show for you tonight. Today, Dominic is going to make a Sunday dinner. You see all of the things out here. We're going to put them all together, make a sauce.
Yes, we're going to make what we used to do with my grandmother, my great-grandmother. Get up early in the morning and just make a Sunday dinner. We're going to just taste for a little bit the way we cook it, because we used to cook it in a clay pot for about 4 or 5 hours. So I tried to do that a few times, but I would make a mess and my wife would get kind of crazy. You spilled all over the place. So I said to myself, well, so I became a little creative. I said, you know what? I'm going to put everything in the pan, cover it up and put it in the stove, and we'll make no mess. Ever since then, I told a lot of people this, it worked out just beautiful, because we didn't have to clean up the mess, because in Italy we didn't have too much of a stove. We used to do it on the fireplace. So it worked out good.
You got a lot of meats here.
Yes, this is what we do. Over here we're gonna make the meatballs, and my grandmother always used pork and beef. So I carry that tradition, and we're gonna make the braciole. We got the sausage. We got some beef here. We got some pork. You can put whatever you want. My grandmother always she used to put. You could put pig skin. You could put some beef. We got pork. But we're gonna try to put some of the stuff that we did, add a little bit more, and we're just trying to give you an idea, show what we did, and then, like we always say, you put what works for you and what you like for your family. But it's just the memories that you never lose that. You make that moment, and you always pass it from generation to generation, and that's what we try to do. And I'm grateful that happened. So we're just gonna give you some, show you what we did, and we're going to go start now. So
we're going to start cooking.
Okay, here's the meatball mixture. Now we put breadcrumbs. This is fresh breadcrumbs. We're going to use about a half a cup.
Yeah, they have fresh breadcrumbs here.
Yes, we have fresh breadcrumbs here if you want to buy it.
So how much did you put in there?
A half a cup. Put about a quarter cup of Romano. About a tablespoon of parsley. I'm going to put some salt. This is pepper, some salt. I don't want to put too much salt because of the cheese. I put like a lot of cheese, but I still got to put a little bit. And then one egg.
That helps bind it.
Yes.
Yeah. Some people add milk. You know.
Yeah, listen, you could, whatever works for you. I'm never crazy.
Whatever your family did, exactly.
Yeah, I was never crazy about the milk because we never did that, but that doesn't mean it's right or wrong. It works for you. So we're gonna just mix this together. As you can see, it's coming out nice. The fresh breadcrumbs really makes it moist. The other thing that we almost did at the end, yeah, hoping this, is you put like a couple tablespoons of olive oil in there. Then you put a couple tablespoons. Beautiful, that's good.
Now, I've never done that.
We make our own olive oil, so we always put the olive oil in it. It gives us, when you cook, it keeps it moist, it gives it a nice,
makes sense now.
A nice aroma.
And the oil heats up on the interior,
oh my God,
and it
gives
really
it a nice,
does a full cooking of it.
So give me the flour. We're going to roll it right in the flour here. You want to join in, you could join in. So what we do, we're gonna.
How big you want to make them? Golf ball?
Yeah, not too big, so.
Okay.
Because you're gonna cook them while we're just gonna brown these in a frying pan with some olive oil. You can use whatever you want.
Now, do you fully cook them, or you?
No, just
right.
You know.
Because they're gonna cook in the sauce.
Right, but just you want to brown them on the outside just to seal it.
Right. That makes sense. Hey, I'm speaking Italian. That makes sense.
They're going to absorb this. That's why I use olive oil.
I am. That was a great little tip to put the olive oil in the meat itself.
You try it. We always did it, and it got to give. You could actually smell the aroma of the oil.
Oh yeah, that's a nice oil. That looks good.
So now we got the oil hot, and now we're just going to roll these in the flour.
Huh, and I never did that either.
The oil should be hot.
And how much oil? Did you coat the bottom?
Yeah, about a quarter of a cup, just to, because we could use the same oil to brown the rest of the meat.
Ah, that's a good idea.
And the meatball, beautiful. Here we go.
I bet a lot of people never tried it like this.
Well, like I said, you know what? It's try it with your family. Make some time that you build those memory with it, so your children, grandchildren, they always remember. Because you know, life is too short. It goes by. And
Speaking of grandchildren, I hear that you've been very blessed.
yes, so my daughter just gave birth to a son, Liam Alexander. And in case people don't know, my son had twins in December, so I'm blessed with 3 grandchildren. And here we are, Lillian.
I'll keep an eye on that.
You keep an eye, you just turn it, and then we put them in there. Let me rinse out my hand. Okay. The next is we're going to work on a braciole. This is I already did for the second time. It's a pork braciole. I put prosciutto, some parsley, chopped garlic, some filling from the sausage, and grated cheese. So, and I wrap it with the twine. Now I'm going to do the beef.
And the
This
pork,
we have it in the store all the time.
this is an exciting show. I'm happy with this show.
Beautiful. Now you put the turn and it almost done. Beautiful. You shut it down. It looks good. So this is the beef braciole. I just got a piece of beef. I'm just going to pound it a little bit. Got to make it nice and thin. This under here won't make too much noise. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. There we go. And this is what we do with this. Now, we're going to season it. Little salt. Pepper, salt. Okay. Now, we got some onion here. Slice some onion. Okay, I'm gonna just dice it up. In this particular beef, I like the onions better than the garlic, but I'm gonna put some little bit of garlic too. But the onion just seems to give us a little. That's good, Lily. You can shut it down. Beautiful. And then you could put it in there. I'm just gonna put that in there. And put some parsley. I got some provolone here that I'm gonna shred. This is nice sharp provolone. Then I got here 2 hard-boiled eggs.
Oh, wow.
Gonna put in there, and then we're gonna put some
Now,
breadcrumbs.
The pork one, does that have eggs in it as well?
No.
No. Okay.
I told them that we put what we put in there, but no. So now we're just gonna, the breadcrumbs just keeps it a nice flavor. Now we're just gonna roll this up, and we're gonna tie it up. There we go.
That looks like a meal in itself.
Tie it up with the string. A little tricky, but once you get it going, get in there.
Get in there, egg. Get in there.
There we go. There we go. Tie it up. And then once they pick up the sauce, oh my gosh, it's so good. There we go.
Your mama's enjoying you making this bread.
Yeah, I think we're gonna bring her in at the end of the show. We're gonna bring her in. That's it. Just, it's not going anywhere. Just
Looks pretty secure to me.
yes, it is. Just gonna tie it up.
And that stuff, if they're gonna make it at home, you'd get that string at a ShopRite?
Yeah, you could get any string. They have just the strings. Okay. Beautiful. This we're gonna start. We're gonna just brown it in a frying pan. Then,
A little dark over there.
yeah, we'll clean a little bit. Okay. Now over here I have. This is we'll save this for later. I have. These are some ribs because I like ribs. I'm just gonna cut them a little bit. Cut them small. This way they cook. And like I said, you could put whatever you want in there. But I like some, this is some beef and pork. So make them smaller. And they just pick up the gravy. They're going to cook like 2 or 3 hours. But it so tastes so good. These just the ribs, you find the ribs. And you find anything that you like. But the pork and with the combination with the beef, it just gives it a nice flavor. I'm going to cut this a little smaller. Beautiful. We're going to brown all these.
Good way to get your aggression out.
Oh, for sure. There we go.
Frazzle at that point.
And you know, you have fun with the family. I like this beef. You find something, it's like, it gets nice when you cook it with the soup. Like I said before, it gets a nice, picks up all that flavor.
And what kind of beef is that?
This is just a piece of.
Like chuck?
Yeah, I found that I kind of like it. This will melt. It gives a little flavor.
Yeah.
And then you could eat this the next day. You could eat it as a leftover. It just it gives it a nice flavor. There we go. Cut these small. All right. We're just going to put these in a frying pan. We're going to clean up the frying pan. We're going to saute these, and then we put everything in the pan. Okay, so now we got 2 frying pans going. This way, for the sake of time, we got to put olive oil here again. And we're just browning these. We're not cooking them all the way through. So here's the beef braciole. Here's the pork braciole. Here's the rest of the meat.
The mystery beef.
We're going to use this other frying pan. We got the sausage.
And just so people know, he makes his own sausage here.
These are homemade. They're beautiful. They're nice and lean. All natural. Let's throw everything in here. And naturally seasoned. The fragrance and the smell that comes out of that, it warms up the whole house. It's just that the family always going to remember that. And just, when time goes by and down the road when we leave, and those memories they're going to cherish wherever we leave behind. So I know we live in a rough-paced life, but if you can make some time, it'll be
You're so right, Dominic. My dad's been gone quite a long time.
Yeah.
We used to make pizza together, and it's just a warming feeling.
And you know what? I know if we make a little effort, the reward will be great. Doesn't that smell divine?
Yeah.
Especially early in the morning, like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. If you want to, we could put a little wine in there.
Bring out the boil in
Yeah, we could put a little bit of wine. What's up with the? My grandma didn't put wine, but my father did.
You put some in there and a glass for yourself.
Well, it's a family secret, but not anymore now. But it evaporates. It just
Really, some stuff that.
smells good, right?
Yeah.
We just want to brown it. We can see it. And some of that, what's left over in the oil there, you throw it right in with the gravy, with the sauce.
Yeah.
This is just about right. We can put in there. It's all brown. This too.
This one's good.
Yeah, it's nice and brown. Then we fix it all up in the pan.
And you put wine in there as well?
Yeah, I put a little bit of wine in there,
Yeah.
but there's too much stuff there with cookies. We're just gonna brown a little bit, and then we're gonna set. The other thing that we did, I know it's nobody ever does it. You get these onions, and we put the whole onions right in there, and they cook with the sauce. It's something I can't explain it to you, but it tastes so good.
Right,
And put them right in there, whole.
Nice.
And put about 8 or 9 clove of garlic whole and put it right in there with the sauce. And we just eat them. They're so good. It's just, you could put them on top of bread. You could slice. When these onions get done, this tastes so sweet. The sauce gets in there. I'm only going to put 2, but we used to put like 3 or 4.
That was a treat if you got the onion, right?
Oh my God, I loved it. It's,
Maybe I'll wash them for you.
yeah,
You want
we
this
take
clean?
this. Let's check on this. You saw homemade sauce is beautiful. They stay the way, just the way we made them. They don't
your
break
sauce is
nothing.
Unbelievable.
And this meat is just searing up a little bit. You bring everything here.
That's a lot of meat. That's a family dinner right there.
For sure.
Even the cousins can come over.
And something they did most of the time. But at the end, oh my gosh.
It's time shared with family.
And this pan is a little bit smaller. We can use a bigger pan, but just because we
get a
overdid.
bigger pan?
No, that's okay. We just, everything will, I did another one before.
My mouth
For the
is
sake
watering.
of
It
time.
smells so good.
Oh. We're gonna throw everything in there. There you go. Okay, so now we cooked this sauce before, and I put it in there. And for the marinara sauce is simple. You just put some little onion, garlic, plum tomatoes. We squeeze it with our hands. And we just let it cook. You don't have to cook it too much. Just about 5-10 minutes because we're going to keep cooking it in the oven. Because normally we would do it in the pan, but like we're doing this before. And we're just going to pour this all over it. We're going to saturate it with.
Yeah, you put it on and I'll shake.
Like I said, normally we would just do everything on top of the stove, but like I said, don't want to clean a mess. So I said, you know what, we make the best of both worlds. And it cooks everything together.
Yummy.
Wait till you taste those onions, oh my gosh. If you never did it before, give it a try.
I've learned a couple of tricks and I've been making sauce for a long time. So you taught me something today, a couple things.
So this, and this all go on the bottom. Okay. Now, the trick with this, we need saran wrap and aluminum foil, Lillian. That onion. First saran wrap, okay, beautiful. Now we got the sauce. Now, if you really want to come this out good and you don't want to make a mess in your oven, we get saran wrap. If you don't have a big one, you get a smaller one. But what I do is just
And a lot of people would think the saran wrap will melt, but
as long as you put aluminum foil, which we're going to do, but I want to seal this way nothing comes out of the aluminum foil because it's going to bubble a little bit. So now we close it all up. It's going to cook and steam nice. Okay, now we do
foil.
foil. go. This way. This way. You go down, up, because you don't want no saran wrap to be exposed. Otherwise it will burn. Now this way nothing will fall out because it's sealed. And your oven will not be a mess. But I will still put on top of a baking sheet. And I will cook this 350 for 2 hours, even 300. If you want to go out somewhere, put 100, 200, 175 for 3 or 4 hours.
Oh, that would cook
Because
it
it's
nice
not going
and
to do.
slow, yeah.
Well, you cook it nice and slow. If you're in a rush, put 350. If not, you can put 200 for 3 hours. And then you want 2 hours, 2.5 hours, it'll be ready. So we're going to put this in the oven. And while that's cooking, then we're going to start doing the pasta.
Okay, so the meat and everything's cooking. Now, these are lasagna sheets that you
No,
have.
this is pasta that
Pasta
we know
sheets.
we'll make it. So we just started, we get some flour, some good flour, and we put eggs, and we just make a nest that we're just slowly working on and put a little oil. If you want to put water, but we didn't, just the eggs and a little oil. So we roll it up, we put flour in there. You could make this the day before. And then what we did, we cut it with this little knife because it's got ridges. That was my job. And we just cut it any size. This way you can let the kids do it. We used to call this an alanelle. So we cut this, but the person that's really good at this, ma, vieni qua. Ma, ci sta, vieni qua. Come on. Vieni qua.
Bravo, bravo.
Come on. This is the lady that she used to cut these. Taglia, dai, faccio vedere come ti taglia. She used to be a lot faster, I want you to know that. And then we used to put them on a paper, on a cloth and put it on top of the bed. And then when we're ready, we cook them. You're still doing good, Mom. And this was my favorite. Just like you could make them any size you want, but you see that it comes a nice, and they cook fast.
Is that because it's a fresh pasta as well?
Oh yeah, this cooks 2 or 3 minutes. But once everything is ready, and then the other ones what we did, we could cut them smaller. That's for another show. We cut them smaller, and we do it with the fagioli, with the ricotta. Oh boy, does this bring back memory? Oh my God! It was a small kitchen, but there's a lot of love because we did everything as a family. See, like the pasta's already coming to the top.
Wow.
As soon as you put it in, it comes to the top already. Okay, so the pasta is cooked. As you can see, I took this out after 2.5 hours. Just gonna see there's nothing leaked out. That's why it was important that we do it.
It's so nice, yeah. Oh, look at that. That's better than perfume.
Okay, so now we're gonna assemble nice. We're gonna put the sauce. First thing we do is just gonna take. Let me up here, Tom. Gonna start taking the meatballs. Take all the meat out. You can help, Lily. That's what we do fast. Got meatballs, the meat. Cut the sausage. This we put over here. We're gonna cut it. You get on this side, and I start cutting this braciole. This way the people could see it. Let me push it over here.
That's another braciole.
That's another braciole. Okay.
Oh my God, this is so good.
So we could see it. The string. Taking the string off, but it's a little hot, so I just wanted to show it. Here we go. See? You see the egg?
Oh yeah, that looked fancy.
The string will come right off here, but there we go. and it's hot.
Yeah.
Okay, we got the string off. I just wanted to show the inside. You see how nice that garlic held up?
Oh yeah,
It is so
beautiful.
good.
I can't wait to eat one.
Okay, so. And this, we cut it and we put it all around, and each one could get, an individual could get one. Put a little sauce on the top, and we put it right here.
There you go. hon.
Awesome. Okay. Put this over here. Okay, you can take the string off.
We used to use toothpicks too if we didn't
Yeah.
have string.
This is the pork braciole. You can see it's got the prosciutto in there. It's still hot. But I just wanted to show the folks. And it's so tender. Oh,
Yeah, I'm not real. It's too hot.
that's okay. We just leave it like that. We wanted to show. And this is what we came to the table with. Now we gotta fix. Put this all around. This all around. Now we get the pasta, and we put the sauce in there. And I'm just gonna just do this. There we go. Turn it all around. Now we use all one dish. You could do whatever you want, but it's going to be like family style. We just pour it right here.
I know somebody shows up at the table and brings this. I'm following them wherever they go.
So
Beautiful.
then we put all the extra sauce on top. Beautiful. And then we bring it to the table and we pass it around. The extra sauce, we keep it for later on to make meatball sandwich or whatever you. Let's put everything away here.
Oh my God, they're so beautiful.
Move this over here.
Dom, what a job. I mean, OMG. Really.
We just had some fun reminiscing, some memory of simple things that they're golden and precious in everyone in our lives that we did with our family, and we try to bring it to the next generation. But we enjoy it. It's a simple meal, but it's everything that people wanted, and everybody's got something that they like.
Beautiful.
You know, we got the homemade pasta. If you don't want to make homemade pasta, you can come here and buy it. And then we got all the sausage, the braciole, the meatball, the pork.
Quite a smorgasbord right
Yes,
there.
and then a good bread, some wine, and
Maybe a little
that was
enchilada.
it was Sunday meal, and family together. We just enjoy around the table, we loving each other, and enjoy the good food. So we try to bring back, so if you folks, so you could start doing it for your own family.
So that brings us to another closing, Eat My Pasta.
We
Thank you all for watching.
Thank you.
Yep, and letting us in your living room. Thank you and
God
good night.
bless. Thank you.
Di quella pira lo rendo fuoco